All right, hello and welcome back on a Saturday night. We got two games lined up here, as we are going to have this game first to finish out the week for the Prism League, and then one to continue the week in a Pixel. Of course, two games left over there for tomorrow, but still, and I think this should be an interesting one, as I am going to send out the lobby info. Okay. And we'll see as we rotate through the results here. You can see we've had a lot of upsets to give us a lot of teams at 1-1. Is it going to rotate? There you go. You can see the team on the right winning a lot of games, except that Miami one where both teams were 0-1 anyway. And OKC surviving the onslaught to move to 2-0, as you can see here. So currently 7 teams tied at 1-1. Guaranteed one will follow, and one will join OKC at 2-0. Still insane. A lot of insanity on the standings. As we can move over to our stats, there are a lot of ties. Everyone has 2 saves on Hanoi. But also a lot of goals on Hanoi. 6.3 per game across 3 games. They scored a lot of goals. Meanwhile, hold on. Okay. Okay, I thought I messed something up, but I didn't. We're good. So Halio is going to be the key player for Hanoi. Meanwhile, Hallow takes it for Lincoln, and we'll see how this one goes. I think should be interesting, potentially, ideally. Prediction, I'm going to go Hanoi, but I don't know. I mean, this Lincoln roster are scary if they play good. I just have to say, Lincoln didn't look great last week, while Hanoi absolutely blew Kyoto out of the water. So I have to predict Hanoi, but I think this should be an interesting game, you know? I think if Lincoln show up, they can absolutely win this. But Hanoi just have looked better so far, and so we gotta go off that, you know? So I'm going to pick Hanoi. I'll go 3-2 because I definitely think this has the potential to be a really close game. And we'll see, as we do have 2/3 of one team in, I believe. It could be glitched and could have a full team, but I'm seeing 3, as in me and 2 more. But we'll see. And then we are waiting on the other team to get in here. So we'll see. But again, hoping for an interesting one. Okay, we do have one full team in here now. Big. And so we're just waiting on the other one. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. Lincoln, New York, not the cleanest game of Prism we've seen, to say the least. Crossbar got a lot of action in that one. So I think Lincoln looked solid, and Lincoln are a good roster, but they kind of struggled to play around each other a little bit, and they couldn't finish their shots. Meanwhile, obviously, Hanoi, lighter opponent, they did nothing except finish their shots. In fact, they scored 19 goals in 3 games. So you could say quality of opponent, but that's a strong performance. That I think they looked incredibly good, but now this is their test. And so I have to favor them here because of how they've looked. But, Halio, you're exaggerating. Not the same one. There was a 1 day in that one. Melo played against OKC. But still, the point is there, As I'm pretty sure we don't have everyone. Because there were 2/3 of a team, then the third joined, and then the third left. I mean, whether he's pretty good or not, it's a different roster, So it's not the same one. But, yeah, I mean... Yeah, Kyoto played some pretty close games against OKC, but still, different roster, We do got gameplay on screen, by the way. And yeah, we'll see. Again, Lincoln, I don't know if they've practiced. I don't know if that has been figured out. And we'll see if they've hit the training packs, but Otherwise, they have the potential. Can they show it? Can they outdo Hanoi? Because already, Sixful is on the board. It is 1-0 Hanoi. 14 seconds in. This team is offense, and they start out with some offense. But will they hold it? Obviously, a long time to go, and Hallow might just equalize, but Sixful able to get behind it. Now KX trying to drop down. Sight will jump in. Even 50. Halio cheated up a bit too far. Trying to read it. Jay is there. Rolled wide. Good save. Now Jay playing it back again. Trying to drop down to the corner. Doesn't have it. Hallow into the corner again. Cutting it back. Halio pops it up and away. Now Sixful downfield into the corner. Got a demo in the process. Hallow chasing it back. Catch from the backboard. Trying to play it out. On the air dribble. Sitting under it again. Now a big pinch forward. Won't be able to follow it himself. Is there a teammate? Sixful limits the option, but does still pinch out. Now off the sidewall again. Halio trying to get it forward. Look for a 50. Bounce off Hallow. These two playing each other is never fun. This one off the sidewall, dropping down. Jay there, no boost. Finds Hallow, but Halio finds a save. KX trying to keep it forward. Halio will win the 50. Got the mid boost, jumping out. Bit awkward, but does get the second. No double. Is there a shooter? It's Scythe. It's wide. Hallow will find a clear. Up to KX to the bottom left, but a little bit wide. Now Sixful trying to find another clear. This one down from the ceiling. Halio trying to get it forward again. Now Hallow away again. Scythe dropping it down. Jay will get there next, but Scythe gets the dunk. Now Sixful grabs the mid boost. She'll follow it, but Hallow gets to pop up. Now the third man is demoed. Everyone racing back. KX pop over to Hallow, but Halio bar out. Jay on target. Halio saves again. Now Hallow trying to get it forward. Lincoln trying to pepper the net, but the problem is the brick wall is there, but finally it breaks and the Sentinels tie the game. Jay off the crossbar, a Lincoln special, but Hallow this time there to follow. The defense a little bit too awkward, and it gets through. Also, I have no idea how I predicted Lincoln turned into that, Panda. You might want to get that checked. As this one down from the ceiling. Sixful just fell off, not able to get that touch in. Now a bit of a fake there. Scythe will move in. He'll just take a shot. Hallow sends it out to the side. Now up in the air again. Jay leaves it back. Hallow trying to follow it, running out of boost. Double commit there for Lincoln. Scythe now pops it up in the air. Everyone's up. Sixful shot down. Jay makes the save. KX trying to turn. Scythe is there first, but it's right back into Jay. He'll pop it out. Halio drops it down. Hallow kind of steals it from KX. Third of a tank. Now 50 out towards the center. Halio in the air. KX gets it out. Scythe now up towards the ceiling again. KX a chance at control. Goes for the reset. Will try to play a 50, but Sixful just gets it by him. Now Six cut. Past another. Scythe 1v1. 50 by Hallow. It recenters. And Halio scores 2-1. 6 beats 2. Scythe gets the third out of the equation, and Halio finishes the shot. All three involved. And Hanoi jump in front again. This one forward by Jay. Again off kickoff. Lincoln are going to be the ones with pressure. KX going to try to play it forward, trying to play the dunk, but Halio gets it away, but only for a moment. Hallow up the sidewall, taken by Sixful. Trying to stay behind it. She gets it down to the corner. KX will bring it down there, but Scythe dunks. Now Hallow, low touch, but it will get it away. KX a good 50 with Halio, although Halio turns around. Now Scythe couldn't quite get the touch. Sixful a bit far forward, but an easy deflection on just throw forward by Hallow. Now Sixful gives it up. KX redark to the side, trying to set up Hallow. Hallow third of a tank, lets it go. And fall back down to KX, who did get the mid boost, but also gets dunked. Halio dunked by Hallow. Up to KX. He'll pop it up for Jay. Already in the air. Backboard, but KX is removed. Scythe gets a touch to clear. Hanoi survive another. Now a bump comes through. KX still moving in. 50 right back onto Hallow's car. Jay to his right. KX in front. Quick shot. Halio gets up for it. Now Scythe off the left wall. Halio bangs it on target. Hallow gets the denial. Now another pass by Sixful. Hallow another clear. 50 seconds ticking down. Lincoln have had some good push here. Have not broke the line, but last time, eventually, they did get through. Can we see the same here? Now 40 seconds still ticking. This one forward, Sixful still following it. Sixful still following it. Pop off the side. KX is awkward. But Jay will bail out the Sentinels for the moment. Now this one centered. KX pops it up. Sixful down to the back wall. Hallow rushes the touch, but Hallow smartly just goes for the corner instead. Now Jay had the steal, but couldn't get the touch. Sight drops it down again. Hallow catches. Hallow steals. KX just a redirect. Sight should be able to turn and will beat one. Plus KX only gets a light touch. Now off the side again. Sixful overruns it. Jay trying to get it out. Dunks Hallow. Sight is there. Can he stall enough? Played down to the corner. KX no boost. High pop. Two people pre-jumping. This one should fall, but Jay keeps it alive for a moment. Dropping. Jay dropping. And the Hydras take game one. Again, there was pressure against them, but again, they still find the win. They hold on, and Hanoi are one ahead. And long series, super long series. I mean, why am I being called a doubter? Why am I being told I don't know ball? Because Hanoi just kind of outplayed them here. That's all I'm saying. You know? Like, the Hydras just outplayed them in game one. But long series. As we do load in game number 2 here on DFH. This one pinched forward by Sight again. Obviously, Hydras started out very early, a goal 14 seconds in. See if they get the same here. Not looking likely, but they do have the push. KX, so a good clear, and we have passed that point. So, at the very least, Lincoln have survived longer. That one is just wide. Hallow catches it again. Now pop up again off the right side. Hallow just going to bang it. It is wide. Jay drop down off the corner behind his teammate. Hallow trying to go. Does get a 50. Sixful up against 2. Gets the dunk to the back wall. Jay trying to sweep it away right into Sixful. This will pop up off the corner. Hallow is there. Ceiling down. Jay doesn't have it. It's wide, but it's scary. Hallow needed to get a touch away, but only one. KX bumped. Sixful moving in again. She'll try for the pass. Gets a light pinch. Hallow is up, but Jay beats him to it. Sights forward again. Hallow trying to air dribble out. Sixful up, runs out of boost. That one should be in, and KX secures it. No, I literally said that Hanoi played Kyoto. I knew that. As KX gives Lincoln the first shot. I mean, I don't know if I said it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I said it right. That they put up the goals in week 1 against Kyoto. Or they blew Kyoto out of the water. Yeah. I knew who they played. I just said they looked incredibly good, and that deserves to carry more weight. They played a weak opponent, but they looked... Again, you can't control who you play. You can control how you play them. If they played Kyoto and it was a really close series, but they swept, it's like, well, I don't know. But they played Kyoto and outscored them like 19-2. You know? That still has a lot of value, especially when the other team won 3-1 and didn't look that good. So I'm not surprised Lincoln are taking it to them. I said 3-2 for that reason, but I gotta give Hanoi their credit. As this one is in by Hallow again. Hey, I said at the beginning of the stream, I'll back it up again. But KX sets up a play, Scythe an awkward touch, and Hallow just bangs it again. Another overcommitment. This time KX not needed to get the redirect in. And so Lincoln, a very strong start, exactly what they wanted here. Of course, a lot of time still on the clock, but multi-goal lead. Should feel at least a little bit safe. Sixful trying to follow this. Hallow able to take it away. Now dropping down and smartly leaves it to Jay. Jay forward. Hallow right back into Hallow. Running out of boost. Still gets the touch. Now KX gets beat. Is there anyone there? Hanoi. Sixful shot is wide. Hallow will make it even more so. Sight down off the corner again. Hallow look for the dunk. Didn't get it. KX to Jay. It's on. Can Sixful reach the bump? Make sure she can't. Jay walks it in. And it's 3-0. Lincoln add to their lead. Another overcommitment, another counter. Hanoi just getting a little bit too desperate for goals here. Keep all pushing up and keep just getting beat with a really hard clear. Jay will pop this one up. KX, an unfortunate dunk. This one dropping down. Hallow gonna send it away. Back down off the corner. Scythe trying to follow it. Played forward off the sidewall. Jay will keep it in place. Now dropping. Six has to back off. Give space to Hallow. That's dangerous. Dunk now into the corner. Bouncing down. Hallow takes it away, but he's dunked by Hallow. Scythe now clear out to the middle. Six has to get up. It's an awkward jump. Does get the first touch. Looking for the double. Won't have the boost. Hallow another doink right into Jay. Hallow misses that touch. Now down the sideline, Scythe has to take it back, but Jay's already there. Pop towards the ceiling, pop across the middle, but a bit too high. No one able to jump for it. Now Sixfold trying to break out. Just tapped back by KX. Scythe now down to Hallow, but the crossbar says no, and KX beats Sixfold. Hanoi cannot buy a good attack here in game 2. It stays 3-0. Six trying to follow it again. KX, bit of a misread on that, but Hallow will help out. Now KX chooses violence and makes goal number 4 happen. You see KX redirect, no, car. The thought process in real time denies Hallow and lets it bounce in. Now Hallow to the corner will look for the double, but Scythe makes sure we don't get a clip here. Jay trying to follow it, pop up in the air over to KX, crossbar again. Jay's there, but Hallow gets the save. Now Hallow to the ceiling, tap to the back wall again, bouncing back down. Hallow gets it to the side, but time far out of the favor of Hanoi. Good save there by Six, but again they're down 4. KX redirect into the corner, it'll bounce out. Jay off that corner. Scythe pops it right out to KX. Hallow beats him. Hallow now has to rush back, but will have the ability to. Scythe trying to drop it down in front. No one able to go. It's just more time and eventually clear right into Jay. That one is right into Hallow, but Hallow should get a read on this one. Now Hallow barely evades the dunk. Jay down off the back wall, trying to follow it again. Pop out towards Sixfold. She'll play it back in. 30 seconds now. This one across again. Played forward by Scythe, looking for the touch. Not quite going to get it. Time starting to get down to the end here. Down to 15 and still counting. Still 4-0, and the clock continues to wind. Of course, we might see another goal. We'll see. As this one popped back by Hallow. The ability of foresight. Sixfold does manage to score. It is 4-1. But 6 seconds left. Not going to matter. This Hallow an awkward doink back. Sixfold puts it back post, so it does get by the defense. Makes it a 3-goal game. So, if Lincoln don't move, it is possible. Okay, it's not possible. Because it takes 1 or 2 seconds to pop it straight in from the kickoff. And so if Lincoln didn't move, there would have been a chance. But the problem is they moved. And that makes it real difficult to score without them moving. You know? As that does do it for game number 2. So there's the bounce back. Like I said, long series. Game 1, Hydras managed to stay a step ahead. Game 2, Lincoln didn't let them stay on the field at all. They ran so far ahead that Hanoi weren't even considered. Until they showed up late, stepped on the field in the last 6 seconds. But by then, just not even in sight. And so now we do move on. Game number 3, Urban Central. Who can take match point? That is the question in mind here. As this one is out into the corner. Dropped out again. Sixfold pinch backwards. Six now switching into the Fennec, trying to change up the placebos. See if it works out. Scythe into the corners. We've survived the first 14 seconds again. Second game in a row. Does that speak well for Lincoln? We shall see. KX trying to play it forward. Obviously, the team to score first has also won both games, but small sample size. This one in the corner, popped out by Hallow. trying to get it downfield. Halio will play it off the left side. Six full a miss. Jay now pops it up. Scythe is so awkward, but does get a good read and a good touch. Now Halio makes it awkward for Halo. Control at the midfield. The fake under one. Scythe to his right. Jay beats both. Six full last back. Just pops it towards net. And Halo will get a save. Halo trying to get it away again. Scythe diving in. Pop up off the left side. This one dropping. Still control. Popped up. AX tries to dunk it away. Now falling down, it's Halio. Up to the back wall. Jay catches it down. Halio pop out to six full. Four players dive. It goes Lincoln's way. Was turned around, but KX turns it right back with a dunk. Jay another long clear, but it was wide. Halio now trying to jump for it. Almost gets it away. KX dunks it a bit away from Jay. Jay trying to play it forward. KX trying to dive in. Slow to challenge our Hanoi, but Halio eventually gets 150 before it gets sent back in. Now KX lurking, makes it awkward with a touch. Halo look for another shot. It is wide. Halio guides it to the corner. Halo goes a bit too fast, doesn't have it. Now out again. Scythe down off the sidewall. Played across. Halio's all the way downfield. Scythe does beat Halo, but now KX tracks it down, beats two. Halio trying to dive in, pops it out, following it right into Jay. Scythe, read by Jay. Six full, bumps it forward, but Halo's there. Full tank to the backboard. Didn't even try to jump. It is misread by the defender, but no one there to shoot. Now Scythe not able to get there, but it's Halo right back to his teammate, and now that one passed out perfectly, but no one there. The opposite of game two, a little bit too passive. And this one off the backboard again, falling down, and Scythe puts it in. 1-0. Hanoi do jump in front. Played out by Halio. Two Lincoln defenders go. Neither one gets a touch. And eventually it is sent in. Now pop back to the corner. It'll be six fulls control. Trying to follow a bit of an awkward flip. We'll still get a chance at a 50, but a bit behind it, not able to. Now Halio center across. Falling a little wide. Halio rushes that, gives it up to Jay. Now around the outside, dropping down. No touch there. KX now up off the side. Halio shot wide. Halio good catch, but needs to follow it. Now floating in front of the goal. Jay drops it down to the side, but you'll take that, although it gets scarier by the moment. Backboard, six full miss. Halio does not. 1-1. Halio was close, but could not pick it out of the net. And we are tied up at 1. We're in game 1 so far. But will we follow that to the conclusion? Will Hanoi score next, and will Hanoi win it? Or can Lincoln flip the script? Scythe now going to pop it up. Halio trying to pass down. That one is just wide. Halio awkward, though, jumping from his backboard. Just jumps over it. Full tank of boost wasted. Six full trying to follow it. Jay drops it down. Scythe now popping it up. Bumped off. Double commit for Lincoln, but they get a good clear. This one dropped down. Popped up in the air again. Halio. This one down. Six full trying to get it forward. Scythe in an awkward spot. Jay diving in. 51 by Scythe. Six full. Pop to the side. Trying to give a chance to Halio. And Halio misreads it again. Just trying to rush these a bit too much. That one a good doink, though. Scythe should have a touch. It's another pass. No bump, but six full has the shot. 2-1. Hanoi lead again. Scythe barely beats Jay. Halio a bit too awkward. Doesn't have the read. And six full bounces it through. 86 on the clock. And the Hydras have another 2-1 lead. Halio wins it up to Jay. Jay now tracks it down, trying to slow play it, but just gets removed on the flick. Now Scythe up off the side, flick to the backboard, bouncing down, rolling down. Six full forces it in again. Her second of the game, and it's 3-1 now. Scythe a perfect roll. KX is there, but the post does not help. And Six is able to push it straight through. Doubles the lead. Is that one well played by Six full on the kickoff? Sees the fake, puts it wide, doesn't allow the redirect to come through. Now a miss by Halio. Halio double 4-1. The one misread gives an open double tap. KX may jump, but he does not save that bottom right corner. Played forward again. Lincoln, the flips. The script flipped from game 2. Now they're the ones down 4-1. Of course, a lot more time than Hanoi had at this scoreline last game. But still, point is down big. Trying to make a comeback and not a lot of time to do it. Sixfold will look for another center. Bit of a miss. Hello. I've not seen a panda message in a while. Is that... Huh. You know, maybe non-playing wasn't a bad idea. No, obviously. I'm joking. Game wasn't winnable. Doesn't matter that much. But Jay, we'll call that panic. We'll call that a little bit of panic, as it is now 5-1. So Hanoi extend their lead yet again, up to 4. And looking pretty good here. This one gets played forward. Now off the sidewall, off the corner, Sixfold staying behind it, dropping down. Jay trying to clear it long, 15 seconds to go. Very good chance. Now this one cleared away again. To the corner, Scythe. Trying to play it out from the backboard. Now out towards the side again, following. Gets the dunk. The clock hits 0, and Hanoi are on match point. You know, I kind of respect that from Hallow. Game's not winnable, no point. You know? I kind of respect it a little bit. But there are your stats, and we will move on to game 4 shortly, and it is all the way in the favor of the Hydras. Game 1, it was, well, they did outplay them. This one, they destroyed them. Opposite of what Lincoln did last game. And we'll see. As it is interesting. Lemon says, we don't know ball for picking the Hydras. And then when Hydras start winning, he says, what's going on? Oh, I'm playing 2s. Yeah, Lemon, we said this. Lemon, this is why I predicted Hydras, and you said we don't know ball. That is exactly what the stream opened with. As this one down from the ceiling. Jay, a good clear. Halio plays it out to the corner. Now bouncing out. KX plays it forward again. Halio trying to pop it forward. Jay already up. Down from the ceiling. Halio not able to get the bump. Hallow lurking. Now off the backboard again. Hallow off the corner. Scythe now plays out towards center. Halio trying to catch. Trying to go for the dribble. Beats one, but can't beat the crossbar. KX down from the ceiling again. Up in the air by Sixfold. Trying to follow it down. Played out to the side. Jay. Down to the corner by Scythe again. Bouncing out. KX trying to pop it forward. Sixfold. Trying to follow it up again. Now dunked in front. Jay just going to let it go this time. You know. A bit of PTSD there. Was not ready to try to play it across, so just let it go. As Hallow trying to pitch it out. KX is there. Bar, down, out. Jay, blocked by Halio. Hallow, dunked by Scythe. Jay forward again. No boost. Halio manages to get the save. What a pre-flip. Keeps it 0-0. Jay there again. Another light pop. Sixfold this time backwards makes the play. Now bouncing straight out. This one dunked down. And now it's just in. After all of that, KX does get a goal through. Played out to the side. Hallow, a good center. KX dives across. Maybe took a skip off someone. That looked real fast. But it goes bar down, and it does go in. Like, again, back to Lemon. It's just the fact that he said we don't know ball, and then said the problem and why they're losing is exactly why we said they would lose. Like... That's just funny to me. But Halio plays out towards the left side. Trying to follow it up. Gets the reset. Trying to play it forward. Sixfold fakes them out. And Halio ties the game. Tried to get the reset. Couldn't follow it up. But KX gets faked. And it goes through. Doesn't matter if the shot's better if there's no save anyway. Halio bangs it to the backboard. We'll look for the read. KX doesn't have it, but Halio right down into Jay. Jay a bit slow on the clear. Now gets bumped off. Sixfold had an open net. Put it wide. Awkward shot jumping in. Might not have expected the bump either. Either way, a chance not taken. Now Lincoln try to break out. Halio catches it to the side, sitting behind it. Flick forward. This one now dropping down. Played in again. 6 full. Out towards the side here. KX following it up. Dropped back. Now Jay off the right side. Sights forward. Halio touch. Not quite in. This one dropped down. Sights pops it up, but doesn't have the angle to go on target. Jay just pops it away. 6 full in off the sidewall again. This one dropping. KX trying to get it away. Jay plays it forward. Out to Halio. Up to the ceiling. Bouncing down. Overran it. 6 full will go in next. Pops it right back up. Now Sights just got to take it to the side, but can't get the catch. Halio gets a clear over to KX. 2:20 past halftime here. Still tied up at 1. Jay bumps back to the backboard. Can't get that touch. Sight double. 6 full there. Halio makes the play. Halio trying to chase it down. Even on the 50. That will favor Lincoln. Jay already in the air. Just plays it towards net, but it is wide and sent to the corner by 6 full. Another one passed in. No one there, and a big pinch the other way. It is into the corner. And again, Jay. This time, though, he'll get punished for it. What do you mean somehow? I don't get this. As this one's into the corner. And Jay flashbacks to his own goal, chooses to let it go, and it gets bounced away. Latuma, like, no hate. You're not the first person who has said Lincoln should be winning this, but I don't care. Look at the games last week. Lincoln looked like they didn't have much cohesion and couldn't hit a shot, while Hanoi blew Kyoto out of the water 19-2. Again, different opponent, but, you know, like, it's just the roster. Hanoi play better around each other, and they're all good. They're all solid players. Meanwhile, Lincoln, they're all solid players. They have more of an issue playing around each other, and Hanoi are just outplaying them. This one's up off the backboard, caught to the side by Halio. Now off the right wall again, this one dropping down, Sight playing it forward. Another one skipped towards the net by a red card. This time, though, upfield, and Halio takes it away. Now Halio looked for a bump, didn't get it. No, literally. I mean, I don't know if it changed, but going into the season, Lincoln were not going to practice. Yeah, on paper, they might be better, but 6 full Halio, won season 1 for a reason. Lincoln didn't have much cohesion in week 1 and have not practiced that much. Yeah. That's good comms, Vice. Sight. Wait, Vice new ball? That's crazy. Sight try to wait under this one, pops it forward. Halio down into the corner. This one out again. Halio gets bumped. Played off the post. KX trying to get it away. Dunk back down. 15 seconds. Lincoln need a goal, but Halio's going to waste so much time. 2 touches forward. Another dunk to the side. No boost for Lincoln. 6 full double forward into the corner. Jay popped away. Now playing out again. This one sent in by Halio. The clock strikes 0. No touch. Halio a post for the road. But the result is 3-1. Hanoi take the series. The only reason we were wrong is because I don't like picking 3-1, or I didn't want to pick 3-1s because it's too classic. I said game 5 because I thought it was a good series, and I was, chat was telling me I was wrong to be picking Hanoi, so I'm like, oh, feather it a bit. Lean the other way, just like, oh, but I think it's close. But, yes. Hey, chat because it was multiple people. Panda, I think you also went in on it. It was like Lemon and Panda, and Latumas appeared and said it later, but that wasn't pregame. I mean, kind of Red, but chat as in people in the chat, because it was happening in the chat, But that's fair. As we will ask for an interview. As always, don't expect Halio to have a mic, but, can still jump in with the team. And while we ask that, I'm going to see what the last game score was. I think it was 2-1, but I'm going to look. It was 2-1. Big. So that is a +3 game differential on that series. A lot less impressive than their +17 last week, but again, much different opponent. So, but that does it for the series, and we will be back in just one moment with an interview. Well, we've been abandoned to just 6 full, but we do have her representing the Hydras here. How's it feel to get the win?
Oh, pretty good. I was playing really inconsistently, so it might have gotten us a couple goals, but they were definitely fakes when they were goals.
Absolutely. I mean, there was that one obvious one. Really got
Yeah, yeah,
connects. Did you
yeah.
did you mind control J too? Is that?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Now I do
That's why
have.
he barely broke 100 points
Oh,
game three.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
I do have to ask. Um, so I was told I don't know ball for picking you guys at the beginning of the series. But you won. So, what do you say to mainly Panda? Or no, mainly Lemon. Panda was there too because he predicted for the result.
Well, Lemon is on a team, so he
True.
can't really know ball because he can't play. So,
Gotcha.
is there really something for him there?
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
got him there. Now, of course, we always look forward to next week. It seems your schedule just wants to get harder because you played Kyoto, then you play Lincoln as two 1-0 teams. Next week, you play OKC as the two 2-0 teams. How's that one looking?
Who's on OKC?
Vice, Matt, and Colbob.
Mm, I feel like we'll win. We'll be closer, but we'll definitely win this. We're
Okay.
kind of on a streak right now. Hopefully.
Okay. And I'm not sure I have many more questions, but is there anything you want to say about Scythe while we're here? Just
Um.
random question, yeah.
Yeah. Random question. I think Scythe should should go to Pixel. Totally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No way, Jose.
Oh, he's back. Baited.
Yes, wait, Jose. Speak up for yourself.
Pixel, bro.
Uh, yeah. I think that's all I have to say about him
All right.
for now.
For now. Gotcha. Well, congratulations on the win. Good luck next week. Should be a good game.
Thank you, Shark.
Yes, sir.
All right. By the way, the context for that is when I joined their chat, so I said, Crystal's got it. I muted. So, just, I, she did say before we went live she was gonna spend the whole time trash talking Scythe. So I want to give that opportunity. So but that is a big win to Hanoi. Again, close series coming in, but persistent issues for Lincoln. They got the close result. Well, they got the close win last week. Could not get the win this time, and so question marks there. But that does, as I said at the beginning of the stream, of course, this will not be updated until next time. Oh, wait, actually, let me just skip it. Pause it. Oh, skip it again. There you go. I should also probably hide the timer. That's a good idea. There you go. Streamer things. There are now 8 teams at 1-1. I love simple tiebreakers. Simple tiebreakers are my favorite. I love how simple this Prism League is. This is a nightmare, by the way, and now I have to add Lincoln into it. So, because Lincoln are going to be 0-1, then they're going to boost New York score to 1-1, and then it's just going to keep. This is going to be a nightmare, but I got time to figure it out. I guess I'll update. I'll maybe try to post the standings and then I'll show them at the beginning of the next stream because we are going to go offline now. The next game isn't until 3:15, so we'll be live again in about 25 minutes for a game in 35. But it should be an interesting one. So your final score here is Hanoi Hydras 3 and Lincoln Sentinels 1. And make sure you come back in just a little bit because we are going to have the New Mexico Fallen up against the Madison Monarchs. Should be a fun game. You will want to see it. So tune back in then. But that does it for the Prism League in week 2. No Panda. And no to you two Gardens.